Right, let's just have a chat about a little technique that helped me a lot in double knitting. When we're working double knitting, as you know, we are working and moving our yarns from the front to the back, and the back to the front all the time, both yarns together, but only working with one of those yarns. And what that does, very quickly, it starts to tangle these two yarns together, which I find very annoying. Having to stop all the time and untangle just does not suit my personality whatsoever. That sounds a lot like tidying, and I don't want to be doing that. So I found quite quickly that I needed to find a different way to work to stop that happening. And the way that has worked very well for me, and I hope you might give it a go as well, is to hold each yarn in a different hand. So one yarn in each hand. It doesn't matter which is which as long as you stick to it. And what it means, what we're going to do is we're going to deploy continental and English style knitting. So I normally knit English style, which means I put my needle through and throw the yarn. You know, I bring the yarn around the needle, regardless of whether I'm knitting or purling. That is how I work. With continental, you pick the yarn. So I would put my needle in as if to purl, and I'd pick the yarn. I know it's the wrong colour, but I want you to see. I would pick it up there. Did you see I just kind of hooked it and brought it through? So it does take practice. If you are a continental knitter, it will take practice to pick up English knitting and vice versa. But it's fun to learn. It's a nice technique to have. It will serve you well for things like Fair Isle as well, should you wish to go and give that a go. So I do recommend trying it, and I just want to demonstrate how it will help with those tangles. So I'm going to bring the yarns back in, and you can see there they are completely untangled, and I'll show you what I mean. So to start with, we have got, so I'm going to work to start with knit stitches are going to come from my right and purl stitches are going to come from my left. Okay, so to start, both yarns are at the back for the knit. Both yarns are going to come to the come to the front for the purl. Back for the knit, forward for the purl. Look at that. Absolutely no crossing of yarns whatsoever, not a single tangle or anything, and it works the other way, so let me show you. I've switched now in case you find it easy doing the work the other way around. So I've got purl yarn in my right, so purling will be done in the English style, knitting yarn in my left, so the knitting will be done continental. So let's give that a go then. So both yarns are at the back, and I'm going to pick the knit stitch. Both yarns come to the front, and I'm going to purl that one, both to the back, knit, both to the front, purl. So either way works equally well, whichever you're comfortable with. I think maybe if you're not used to continental, probably this way will work best for you, because I personally find making a continental knit stitch a bit easier. But try and master both ways if you can. There's plenty of lovely videos on YouTube about how to knit English or continental, but this is how I've been working. And again, if I stop now and just show you, absolutely no tangles.